Back to school, guys. Back to school reactions. You guys, we got Jawga Boyz here. That's all we know, featuring Bubba Sparxxx. I dig these guys, and I need to check out more of their music, so that's why I'm doing it. You guys, these are actually ones that were recommended to me by some people in the place where us reactors hang out. It's a little thing called the Bar, and it's in Discord. And if you're ever interested, you guys, I'll put the link in the description. You make sure you get in there. You'll click the link and it'll ask you if you want to go to the bar. That's the place where the reactors hang out, right? There's a bunch of us, and this is the music we love, man. This is it, you know. So you'll find Diesel and Kicks and Hillbilly and things like that in there, and Fable and there's others and myself. So I hope you guys will join us there. That's how I actually found out about these songs. Was they threw the suggestions in there. There's no charge to go over to the bar. You can come in and play as much as you want. Just remember, it's kind of the back door area where us reactors hang out. So every now and then you might see a video of us getting a little rowdy at the bar. That's what we do after hours. I might get a little rowdier than some of the others, but that's okay. They still love me, and the bartender hasn't kicked me out yet. So deal with that, bitches. All right, I know I ain't monetized. Fuck it, who cares? Jawga Boyz, that's all we know. Featuring Bubba Sparxxx. Let's get into it. And you know who you are who requested this, so you better say I did a good reaction, or I ain't tipping you tonight at the bar. Here we go. Whoa! First thing, beat. Ooh, in my ears. That's all we know. Right?
Kick back in the saddle with some hang turned up. Got the pedal to the floor, 12 gauge in the truck with the bottle on the console. That's how these boys roll. Right. We take it slow and this simple life is all we know.
Right?
That's all we know.
Right? Right?
Yeah. Come on. That's all we know. Y'all know how we ride down south, throwing dust in the air.
Right.
Yeah, buddy, that's automatic.
Right.
Swerve to the left and the right, sitting back in the saddle, and you know we driving so erratic. Yeah.
Right.
So the clock hits high noon. Roll around while I listen to my iTunes. Little donut spinning like a typhoon. Man, this country living always puts me in the right mood. In the backwoods, feeling like $1,000,000. Talking about on a daily basis. Hard day at work, but I finally headed home, sorta like I done went around.
You guys, right there, that picture of him on a rocking chair with the flag in the background. I'll tell you the similarity. When I'm not sitting in front of here, when I step away from here, and I'm going to talk about the rest of the time when I'm doing all my household shit that I got to do, taking care of my uncle and my son, and running the house and doing all that stuff and everything else, and running the business with my brother and all that other stuff that we do. I go out in the back, sit on a beater old rocking chair, kind of under a little awning, right? Protect my head. With a big ass American flag flowing. Right over here, I got my American / Confederate / Snake Don't Tread on Me hat. Like, this picture right here, what they're doing is like my daily life. Every morning I get up, I go sit in that rocking chair, have a cup of coffee while my dog runs around, sit there with my wife, we hang out. I love this when a video can make you reflect, or videos can make you think and bring you back to nostalgic areas in your life. I love this.
Talking about on a daily basis. Hard day at work, but I finally headed home, sorta like I done went around the bases. Yeah, I see your faces, riding through this oasis. Cock back and we let it fly in the air, going through them shotgun shells by the cases. Hey, is this that?
Oh my God, bro, did we ever? We used to go up to Azusa Canyon. There's this canyon up in Southern California where we'd go up there with our trucks and get into all kinds of trouble. And we'd go up there with shotguns, 12 gauges, and set up targets. Man, back in the days, like, if you could get your hands on some old 5-gallon sparkless water bottles and big glass ones, man, those were fun to blow up. But if not, we would just take a bunch of beers up there and we'd set them up on pieces of pieces of wood stump or a log over here, or rock over here, whatever, just whatever. We'd set up targets and shoot. We wouldn't just take shotguns, but them shotguns sure did blast the glass up pretty nice. I loved that time.
Cock back and we let it fly in the air, going through them shotgun shells by the cases. Hey, is this, that, there's individual and general animal, missing lyrical chemicals, fitting with the interval that's minimal and dependable. Got me stuck up in the middle where the world is pitiful. I'ma try to talk a little bit of sense into them. Ain't sure though that it's gonna work. Till then, I'ma keep it backwoods on my ground,
right.
Keep my boots dug deep in the dirt.
Back in the saddle with some hind turned
nice
up. Got the pedal to the floor, 12 gauge in the truck with the Bible on the console. That's how these boys roll.
Right.
We take it slow in this simple life is all we know.
Right. I like this. This truck bumper music for sure.
That's all we know.
That's probably why the guys recommended it. If you watch my channel, you know that I basically am trying to find music that I could put in my 4Runner and hit the party mode button and bump that stereo so that everything shakes in the car. Just like I did in high school. That's why my channel is called Back to School Reactions. Like in high school, we had phenomenal music we bumped all the time. I was looking for new stuff I could do, and you guys keep turning me on to more. But my guys knew that. That's why they turned me on to this. I swear, get in the comment section, you guys, and give me more recommendations.
That's all we know.
Right?
That's all we know.
Down by the creek, we living that good life.
Right.
By now, everybody feeling right. I know it's
Right.
gonna be a good night. What a sight, got 100 folks chilling out to the daylight. Little bit of that heaven on earth. Yeah, man, so we in the clouds. Been at it for a little minute now, and we ain't about to quit. No, we can't stop now. We just getting going. Gas tank full, about to spill over. Fish tailing on the back dirty road with the 4-wheel drive, hopping all kind of boulders. Kick back with the music turned up. I don't know how to do it any other way. Got a
Right.
shotgun, ride shotgun in the rig, son. If you wanna get in, let's play.
Right.
What you wanna do? Maybe throw a few back in the booms, open the
He says that about, you want to come in the cab? Let's play.
dirty road with the
Shotgun here.
4-wheel drive, hopping all kind of
Right, ready.
boulders. Kick back with the music turned up. I don't know how to do it any other way. Got a shotgun, ride shotgun in the rig, son. If you wanna get in, let's play.
I used to have a bumper sticker on the back of one of my rides said, "Powered by Smith & Wesson, protected by Glock." And the license plate frame read, "Keep honking, I'm reloading." I relate to this song.
Yeah, what you wanna do? Maybe throw a few back in the booms. Open the doors and crank the radio, son. Got the Jawga Boyz on and we let it boom. You don't even know
That's
how
it,
we do
Jawga
it down
Boyz.
here unless you like us,
I
man.
dig
And you
you.
from the woods. Bobble in the middle with a console with the
I might not be from Georgia, but believe me, I'm in the sticks. I'm in the sticks. I'll explain that more some other time, guys.
and let's roll down and we feeling good.
I'll put it this way. I'm about 20 miles away from where the Moonshine Bandits live. I live in the sticks.
Back in the saddle with some hind
20, 30
turned
miles,
up. Got the pedal to the floor, 12 gauge in the truck with the Bible on the console. That's how these boys roll. We take it slow in this simple life is all we know. That's all we know. That's all we know.
Right? Yep.
That's all we know.
We gon' turn up till the lights get turned off. Drinking homemade liquor, no Smirnoff.
Here we go.
Riding with a 12 gauge and my bird dog. They hating on me and my concern now.
Wait, what was it with the 12 gauge and the bird dog?
That's all we know.
We gon' turn up till the lights get turned off. Drinking homemade liquor, no Smirnoff.
Right.
Riding with a 12 gauge and my bird dog. They hating
Right.
on me and my concern now. See,
Okay.
Daddy always told me I would know when I was really doing it right is when folks get a taste inside of their mouth that is so bitter. Spit it out and it's spelling out your letters. As in
Right.
B-U-B-B-A-A-I-N-T-S-H-I-T. I say that's okay by me,
Bubba ain't
cause see
shit, huh?
Bubba, he play nightly. And I know
Right.
G.O.D. got me, so I ain't stressing
That's right.
nobody.
Oh, this is deep. He's talking about what his day. He's like, don't worry about people don't give you no credit, man. Don't worry when they say you ain't got nothing. You're working. God got your back. The G.O.D. bro.
He played
Oh my
me,
God.
and I know G.O.D. got me, so I ain't stressing nobody. I'll achieve my goals, watch me. That T-A-L-K won't stop me. I'm just trying to lay back in a Duramax with a cold 12 pack. I'ma murder that. What's riding down low? I never heard of that. We sitting way up in the sky with a
Riding down low, I never heard of that. I think it's funny because when I grew up, man, mini trucks were the thing, man, and we were slamming those things down to where you couldn't slide a quarter underneath them for the shows and stuff. But then four-wheel drives were another thing. Now remember, I grew up initially in Southern California, so four-wheel drives weren't the hugest thing. But man, guys were doing them up right back then. It was like, okay, I relate. I'm at a point in time in my life, if I get in a lowered car, I think within 3 minutes I'll have to pee because they bounce so much. So I went, you know, I was little, I was low, I got older, I got high, I got higher and higher and higher. I got really high with my last 4Runner. It was lifted and everything, but then when my uncle came to live with us, I couldn't really have anything that was lifted because he couldn't get in and out of it. And I had a car at the same time. I had a 4Runner and I had a Mercedes. Don't give me shit because I had a Mercedes. Fuck you, right? And my uncle had a hard time getting in the Mercedes too. So we ended up getting rid of the Mercedes and the other 4Runner, and we bought a newer 4Runner, and then I bought my wife another car. And so I get what he's saying, like about not, you know, the being low and lifted up. I'm at a point in time in my life I like them lifted up.
the cold 12 pack. I'ma murder that.
Believe me, I would raise this thing more if it wasn't for my uncle. But where it's at right now is perfect. You know, it's on some 20s. It ain't no big deal, right? It's just it is what it is. The thing's got balls up the ass. It pulls things out of ditches all the time, and it's got a system with a party mode button. Bitches, your Duramax ain't got that. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't hate me, Duramax people. I still love your trucks. Believe me, I do. I just don't have 70 grand to go spend on one right now. So, and if I did, my uncle couldn't get in it anyway. So it's like 70 grand just for me.
What's riding down low? I never heard of that. We sitting way up in the sky where the bird is at. Me and D-Eazy got the Hank crank so loud that
Right.
the hillbilly can't think. But I don't
Bro, that's funny because me and my wife were blasting Hank the other night. She was really into it.
wanna think. I just wanna drink cold Bud Light till the pain I'm feeling ain't pain.
Back
No
in
more.
the saddle with some hang turned up.
Right.
Got the pedal to the floor, 12
you go.
gauge in the truck.
Wrangle
with the
'em over there.
Bible on the
Feet open.
console. That's how these boys roll. We take it slow in this simple life is all we know.
Right.
Life is all we know.
That's all we know.
That's all we know. That's all we know. That's all we know.
So I got a question for you truck people. Just a personal question for you. Try to figure out just so I understand it. And believe me, if you're watching this video, you might be a truck person or no truck people. So let me ask you this. I get the purpose of lifting a truck, putting bigger tires on it, especially if you're driving through a shit ton of mud, a shit ton of stuff where you're going to get stuck, or you're in a four-wheel drive, or you just want to trick your shit out. If you're just tricking it out and you never get it dirty, it's a waste. I realize that. Okay, I realize that. Believe me, I didn't when I was 16. I'll just put it that way, right? Spent more time waxing that freaking truck and telling people they couldn't get in it because they might puke in it because they were drunk and I didn't want to clean up the vomit out of it. But that's for another day. What's the deal with getting trucks, right, that's already, you know, a decent height off the ground or whatever, right? And then buying some freaking 24s and putting some big ass, low profile, nubby looking BMX style tires on that shit. And your shit looks like a pregnant skateboard that didn't get lowered enough to make it really work. So what's the deal with the skateboard wheels, low profile tires on a truck? I'm just asking. I don't do that. Never have. Even back in the day in the 80s, we didn't do that because when we lowered our trucks, we weren't looking for tires that stuck out the side. That was in another neighborhood, right? We were looking for tires that tucked up underneath it so that we could drop that sumbitch all the way on the ground for the shows. because we did in the shows. We had all around competitions. You had to have hydraulics. And there was no airbags back then. It was all hydraulics. You had to be able to dance your bed. You had to have a stereo that was loud enough to win competitions. And so that's why nobody got in my truck, because I spent all that money to make a show truck. Later on in life, I was like, ma'am, I got a beater old truck. I'm happy as can be. I like before they started all this construction that they're doing behind us. I can't tell you how many times I took my old 4Runners and drove through the field looking for some shit that, like, be honest, a drone that my wife bought me. And I thought I knew how to use it. Went whoop, and went whoosh, and then into the field and crashed. And I drove right into that field in my 4-wheel drive, big old red old 4Runner, ba-bum, 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 looking for that thing. I ended up driving over the drone, which was fun anyway in the end. But because I was so mad at the drone, it was really my fault. But you know what I mean. But like, you have a truck that's 4-wheel drive and has tires so that you can go do stuff like that if that's what you're gonna do. But what is the purpose of buying a full-size crew cab truck and then throwing some low pros on it, on some big ass skateboard wheels? Tell me what the purpose is. Get busy in the comments. Let me know. I'll see you soon. As always, be healthy, be happy, be good to each other. Stay blessed. Peace.